Uno Night and I'm back. So, I'm gonna try to use as many of the units as possible, just because I understand that not everyone has every unit that I've brought up in that video. If you're not familiar with the video I'm talking about the best units to use in this game. So, like we mentioned, beast units are gonna shine. Now, the first one, well, I'm already gonna be missing out on some damage because I'm using Flynn without Vivian, right? But let's just get straight into it, okay? So, Talia, Ayame, Ira, what's her name? Haru, and of course we got Flynn. Okay, now keep in mind there is a mechanic where you have to stun the boss. Now thankfully, we do have Ira and Haru, so this shouldn't be an issue. I could use one skill instead of waiting for both. There you go, I'll be using that. And then I'll just wait for the boss to do the weird eye thing. Now if you're not familiar, we did learn this from Suited Gamer, however you mention it. And there, when she did the eye thing, she gets this buff. Sorry, she's distracted to prepare for a powerful blow. It means all status effects except stuns, right? So here you can just stun her, and then we'll be using Haru's ult because, like we mentioned, yeah, you just took off her full life bar. Now if you're wondering why we're putting in Flynn, we just want to showcase her because you might have Flynn, you want to use her for some reason, right? So we have Barra alone already procced. 29%, and the reason we are rocking this team is because Haru gets a passive of almost 30% when she's with units that do they're like within 3 meters around her. The reason this is perfect is because we do have Talia in the front, that's why we put her there, and I just wanted to give every unit the equal amount of like attack boost from positioning, right? So wonderful, we have that, and yeah, hopefully Flynn does some damage. So let's just see how this run goes. Yeah, playing whack-a-mole. Right, now it is important to note that this is enough sustain. You don't need a tank, right? You literally just need one support. In this case, we have Talia to heal your team. Now, people could argue that you could use Prim, but then the attack buff just lasts so little. So the only reason I probably use her is if I desperately want that boost for the resonance when you use the damage over time team, which is again viable. Alright. Go, just make sure we get it every single time. Now just look at Haru, yeah? Oh, so much damage. Finally have these for Haru. Now I'm joking, like Haru's already been useful before in certain cases, but now everyone's just looking her way now. That's crazy. Boom, again, whack-a-mole. Now I understand that not everyone has Ayame. That's why I did like prepare 3 different teams. I don't know why they mentioned that they were gonna add 5 runs a day, but they haven't yet, so that's absolutely like sad. Anyways, yeah, you probably won't have Ayame, and I have her Epic Plus, so it might affect the rest by just like, you know, a couple percent. But yeah, you don't need her because we are presenting 3 different teams. I understand that, well, you probably don't have everyone, like you mentioned. That's why we're trying to diversify as much as we can. Now, none of these teams are optimized in any way. Oh. Alright, so right off the bat, we got 10.3 million, no sweat. Haru 4 million, as expected. Now, see? Flynn did 2 million damage at just Epic. Right, no Epic Plus, nothing. Ira, nearly 1.6 million, right? And that's at Legendary Plus. So yes, there is a point for Flynn. Sadly, I don't like Flynn. Alright, so let's just get straight into the next character. So, that one, I did not require any mercenaries. That's wonderful. Oh, let's see. Oh, okay. Right, so this one I want to use Geo this time, because I've been talking about her, and she's actually a useful unit here, so yeah. We'll make sure we'll use her. Now, do I have... Oh, there, perfect. So, Lindsay will be our stunner for this round. We're not really going to sacrifice too much because she is a decent unit. Now, don't cry. Alright, I want to maximize my damage as well, so yes. I am going to be putting that Origin plus 5 mercenary. Right. Anyways, let's try to see. Let's add Vivian. I don't know. Do I add the fairy buff? Alright, if you don't have Ayame here, yeah, I'm gonna put Ayame. But if you don't have Ayame, Miriam will be valid here, right? Because a lot of this damage is physical. The only one that wouldn't benefit from the physical damage boost would be Vivian, right? So yeah, I'm already expecting a lot less damage on this one, but hopefully Mephi at Origin +5 could recoup that. Alright, because we already mentioned Mephi is also really good here, so don't be surprised if people are going to be using Mephi in this run, even though she is an AoE unit. Right? Now sadly, my what do you call this? My Vivian is rubbish right now. Absolutely useless, but it's fine. We'll see what we can do with it. Alright, now I'll just show you what happens if you do get hit by that. Nothing crazy. Oh wait. Oh, there. Right, so you do get defense -50% on everyone in your team, so probably not something you want to be seeing, but important to keep that in mind, right? Now, the reason why you don't want to just tank this is because eventually your units will die down, your DPS will die down, and then you see this Toad guy. Yeah, that Toad will give you attack debuffs, and if he can only do it on one person, it's gonna start stacking, right? That happened for me once, where even my Origin +5 Mephi had to suffer. I think with like 20 stacks of reduced attack, right? So -20% attack is never a good thing. So yeah, even without Talia as the main bash resource, we will have no issue when it comes to stunning this character, right? Stunning this boss. It goes a bit fast for me. There we go, stun again. Now, keep in mind, guys, if you're having a hard time timing it, you could literally just like pause it, you know, oh, sorry, not pause, but like lower down the speed, alright? You're not gonna lose DPS from doing it, and it's fine. True gamers will do whatever they can to maximize their chances of getting good score. Now, obviously this is also RNG dependent, because you do want to pray for crits, right? Hopefully RNG, this is on your side. There we go. Oh. I didn't know which ultimate to use, so I just said, yeah, I'll go with Mephi. And yeah, got a good payout from that. Now, if anyone's wondering, the boss has very low evasion. That's why characters with 4 accuracy, say characters, but then she's the only character. Ayame with 4 accuracy will still hit, which is really good. Lindsay also does really well here because she almost instantly gets 20 stacks of days. You can literally see it there right now, right? Now that's a good thing because it increases her crit damage, and then if I haven't mentioned this yet, this is a crit team, right? Vivian has a lot of self buff for crit, and then Mephi just increases the chance of the enemy to get crit, right? So perfect. Also, did I forget to mention? There we go, 9.7 million by the way. And then Jiho has this thing where her heal over time to the entire team also provides a crit rate chance increase. If you don't know where you can find that, it's literally her artifact, right? So wonderful. We have Jiho there. You love to see it, right? Again, everyone's doing decent damage, at least 1.6 million each at Epic Plus, so yeah. Alright, so this time, yeah, sadly I'm going to be using Ayame, but then you don't need Ayame, like I mentioned. I just want that, oh, let me just lower the volume. I just want that extra like 15% buff just because she's a demon unit, so I don't know, man. I kind of like that, to be fair. Alright, so just straight into it. Aira. Talia will be our healer this time. And we'll fairy units, so I guess Vivian here. Miriam. Then Ayame. Then the rest doesn't really matter. There we go. Now we have a 3 buff. Plus 15%, 25%. I guess that's okay. If you don't have Ayame, let me see what I would recommend for this one. I would probably swap Miriam as well. Actually, no. If you don't have Ayame, I use Dora. Yeah, I think Dora is okay here because Vivian is here, so that's fine. And you're not going to be using Jiho in this team, so yeah. Because like we mentioned yesterday, Jiho and Dora cannot go together because Jiho will almost always heal Dora. And yeah, it's not gonna look good, right? Alright, so straight into it. Everyone's clumped together, that's completely fine. Toad's just there chilling, trying to debuff us, but we don't care too much. Talia has a mana battery, which is good because Ira will have a hard time getting her stun back in time. So that's completely fine. There we go. Okay, yeah, we'll use Optimised for this one. Just because she deals 975% of her attack, which is already crazy. Now keep in mind this is overtime, right? That's already crazy because she does have the highest attack set in the game, so you know, nuts. Although from what we've seen so far, she's not really doing a lot of damage, so yeah, you are not missing out on too much. But yeah. There you go. Perfect. I wish Ira would crit more, man. So yeah, crit seems to be very important in this game. There you go, you just see you can do anything buttloads of damage. Crazy. This boss's design is just goofy, bro. Boom. Again, just pay attention to it. Now, I don't know if I've mentioned this, but like, you can slow it down. Yeah, sure, it's 3 minutes, but if you can't keep up, it's completely fine. Honestly, I'm getting older, so talking and playing is really hard at the same time. You know, what more trying to time stuff, right? So yeah, you kind of want to pair Ira and Talia together because Talia gives a mana regen, so it's always good to have. Dude, damn, the ultimate's gonna get me demonetized now. Thank God you can skip the ultimates in this game. Alright, now we see that Ira already has pretty much her stun back, which is crazy. Now, if you're not familiar with what Miriam does, she does 97k without crit. Like, I don't even know why she didn't crit in the first place, but that's crazy. But yeah, she just does so much single target DPS, bro. She was made for this. Ira crit for 140k. Alright, we're getting a bit lucky. Hopefully it stays that way because, well, I don't want to get less than 10 million. I already did that just now, but like, with an origin plus 5 unit, but yeah. Oof, that's long. Okay. 8 seconds left, so it's like, okay, yeah, we'll just do that. Now keep in mind that Haru does deal a burst damage, so 400% times to 800% damage times 1.25 because she is a beast unit. So that is 1000% damage. No, sorry, 1000% of her attack, so that's really good. Again, 10 million, let's just see the stats very quickly. That I should have ulted with Vivienne, bro. Like, she didn't tell me she was gonna deal this much, bro. What the hell? So yeah, I actually could have gotten way more. Miriam, damn, 2 million. So if this is like not the biggest Miriam advert, then I don't know what is, bro. She probably won't benefit the team too much because a lot of the units that I used were magic. So yeah, if you're not familiar, she does have an artifact that gives her team increased amount of damage if they're physical because they'll do physical shred to the enemy. Alright, so yeah, that's pretty much it. Alright, video is a bit long, but then I will add chapters so that, you know, you can check which team you want to use. And yeah, see you in the next one. 10 million runs as always. Alright, so hope you enjoyed because I do the thinking so you can do the playing.